Hi, Aries. Taronic here, master weaver of mystery suspense thrillers, as well as broadcaster of astrology. I am here today to give you your Pisces season horoscopes, your March horoscopes. So we'll be actually going all the way to the end of March. But thank you for being here today. I want to thank you for lending me your ears, your eyes, and your time. I know it is valuable, so I truly appreciate it. Please give the channel a like, and don't forget to subscribe so that you can get these monthly videos, get the alerts for these monthly videos. Okay. As you know, I am a author of Mystery Suspense. If you want to know more about Aries Taronic, the author, you can go to the down bar below or my about section. All of my links are there, and there's a couple in the down bar. I have had a couple of people ask me about my healing chakra beads. And if you're wondering where I get these from, the Instagram link will be in the down bar below. It's C&B Healing Jewelry. You can actually get them custom made. So don't hesitate to check them out. Okay. Okay. So now let's get into Pisces season. Okay. And a little thereafter. So Pisces season is here from February 19th through March 20th. Okay. The mutable water sign of Pisces is ruled by the planet of Neptune, making this making them intuitive and creative as well. Okay. Neptune rules dreams, illusions, delusions, fantasy, inspiration, as well as other things. Pisces season can stir up emotions caused by current and past events, especially due to the Mercury retrograde going on right now. Okay. It lasts till March 10th, and also the shadow period thereafter. I would say at least a week after, you'll feel those energies still at play. Okay. So let us pay close attention to our reactions and our impulses. Think before we speak, and do not allow ourselves to be disillusioned by false promises this season. Okay. I mean, we don't want to do that anyway, but right now, this is the time for that to be thriving, So you want to watch out for that. That's important. Communication becomes much clearer after Pisces season. So just go with the flow, as water can be a murky thing, pulling you into a powerful thing, pulling you into murky places, so you want to go with the flow. The more you fight the tide, the worse it is on you. So be gentle on yourself. The good news is that your creative juices should be flowing. Use this time to dream up something that will create stability in your life. Let your craft be your crown. While you're hard at work at it, don't forget to show your loved ones that you care. This is a great time. Pisces season is a great time for empathy, for empathizing and having compassion. So use that, tap into that beautiful energy that Pisces brings about to show your loved ones how much you care. I'm sorry, my hair is itching my nose. Now let's get into some of the transits, the major transits. Uranus is in Taurus right now. We talked about this the last batch of videos that I did, okay? It's still there, toggling between 2 and 6 degrees. And as I said, if you have any houses in Taurus or placements in Taurus between 2 and 6 degrees, you're going to feel those shifts more than the collective. It doesn't move past 6 degrees until after May. If you have any placements in your chart in Capricorn, Libra, or Cancer between 2 and 6 degrees, you want to check that because you have an opposition to this transit. So you'll also feel shifts in those areas in which you have those houses between those degrees or those areas, at all in your chart. If you don't have your chart, you can go to cafeastrology.com, put in your time, place, and date of birth, and you can get all of the information. It tells you all about yourself. Mercury, the planet of communication and skills, is retrograde in Pisces at 12 degrees from February 17th through March 10th. And like I said, you'll feel those energies of the shadow period even up to a week after March 10th. It can stir up communication brought about by insecurity. So be honest with yourself and don't project your insecurities onto people, and don't allow others to do that to you. It's just, not the right thing to do. You want to be honest with yourself. If you have to sign any contracts during the retrograde, make sure you read the fine print so that you have clauses in place to help you, because the planet of communication and skills is looking backward, is overlooking things past. It's not, you don't have the energy pushing you forward for communication and sales and things like that. So you definitely want to be careful with that. On March the 16th, though, Mercury enters Pisces at 0 degrees. Now, here, Mercury is said to be in its detriment, okay? Simply because Mercury is more analytical. It's more intellectual. Pisces is more emotional. It's more Mercury, dreamy, compassionate, So they're on two different ends of the spectrum. So right now, because of that, you may struggle to express yourself clearly, which helps me if I make a mistake during this video. That's the excuse I'm going to use. Anyway, communication can be vague, even misleading during when Mercury is in Pisces. So listen up and take your time when responding, okay? Tap into your compassion during this transit. Communicate with others as you wish to be communicated with, okay? It's, it's the right thing to do, Venus, the planet of love and pleasure, is in the cardinal fire sign of Aries until March the 4th. Okay, remember we said love can ignite, or I said love can ignite in this fiery competitive sign, ushering in a renewed sense of passion in your relationships and anything you're dealing with that you feel passionate about. You'll be able to tap into that passion. During the new moon today, February 23rd, it squares Jupiter in Capricorn. So, be on the lookout for temporary changes in your relationships. Keep a cool head and think things through. Be honest with yourself and others. Like I said, those temporary changes, you could break up and get right back together because of a misunderstanding, because of a miscommunication, that if only you guys took your time to empathize with one another and listen to both sides of the spectrum before communicating or making a decision, it would have panned out differently. So you want to be mindful of that, okay? But let's hope for good changes, going on in your relationships that may cause an emotional outburst of surprise because you got something you wanted. That moon brought you a new opportunity. This is a new moon where new opportunities bloom, okay? New projects are started. On March the 4th, Venus, it enters Taurus at 0 degrees. You'll be craving physical contact. Taurus likes sensuality as well as material pleasures in life. So enjoy it, but just resist the impulse to be jealous, or possessive in love, as Taurus can be. And be mindful of the urge to splurge, because as I said, Taurus does deal with your finances in a way, because it's ruled by, Venus, and Venus deals with your finances. Okay. So, Mars, the planet of challenges and energy, leaves Sagittarius, fiery Sagittarius, and it goes into the earth sign of Capricorn at 0 degrees on February 16th. It did that already. Okay. And it stays there up until the end of March. You'll strive to accomplish lofty goals because you're feeling up for the challenge. Okay. Having a strategy and having patience will bode well for you, as I said before, as far as accomplishing those goals with less opposition. Take your time. You're motivated to make good strides because now's the time to go for what you want. Just play nice. With that Mars and Capricorn, play nice. Now, Jupiter, moving on. Jupiter is quintile Charon, aspecting Capricorn and Aries on March 23rd. That's the day before the full moon. Karma is at play. Are you expecting Dharma? That's good karma. Okay, so Karma's at play, whether it's good or bad. Okay. And Saturn is the planet of, oh no, I jumped ahead of myself. I'm sorry. We're still at Jupiter quintile Chiron. Chiron is the wounded healer. It aspects your health in all areas, your mental, your physical, your emotional, your spiritual health. And karma is at play, still there. So fated events can happen at this time in those areas, having to do with those areas, your all around health. Okay. Then Saturn moves into Aquarius. Saturn is also the planet of karma, good or bad, karma, dharma, as I said before. It moves into Aquarius on March the 21st, and it's going to be there until July, the beginning of July. Okay. It will create some challenges for some of the signs, but don't panic. Challenges can be overcome. Squares can be overcome. You just have to stay calm and think so that you can move around them. There are a few signs, several actually signs with better aspects to because of this transit or to this transit. Aries is one of them. You guys, this is wonderful for you, Saturn moving into Aries. Gemini is wonderful for Gemini. Cancer, Libra, Sagittarius has good aspects. Capricorn, I'm not in there. But you guys, everybody gets gifts in their own time. So you guys, this is good for you guys. When it moves back there, you have good aspects. So moving on to our moons. Okay. The full worm moon on March the 9th is in the mutable earth sign of Virgo. Okay. The spotlight not only shines on Virgo, but any houses or planets you have in that sign. It's a time of illumination. Are you planning to unveil something? Are you planning to turn in a project that you're excited about? That's what that full moon is there, to illuminate that. The new moon on March 24th, is in the cardinal fire sign of Aries. You guys, it's time for new beginnings for you guys. Usher those new beginnings in. It calls for you to start new projects. A new season is upon you, new money. Clean out your house. Spring cleaning applies to house and home. Not house and home, but home and your life in general. So if there's things you need to get cleaned up, clean it up. Get everything ready for that newness of spring to come in, because this is your time. And anyone else that's looking, because they're cross-watching, where does Aries aspect your chart? Is it your rising? Is it your moon? Is it somewhere else in your chart? Look to see where that is. Look to see where you'll be seeing those new beginnings. Okay. Now, Aries ranges, we're going to get into your personal, individual scopes now. Okay. And out of the transit so much. For the collective. Aries ranges from March 20th to March 19th. Okay. During the Mercury retrograde, which lasts up until March 10th, you'll be mulling over the past, but take time for self-care. This is a perfect time for self-reflection. And you'll need that. You'll need that to assist you moving forward so that you're honest with yourself. Could you use a bit of healing? The Venus, the planet of romance, finance, pleasure, along with Uranus, the planet of science, revolution, originality, shock, surprises. It's transiting your area of finances and resources through the end of winter. Okay. So at this time, Uranus is trine Taurus. Uranus in Taurus, is trine the true node in Cancer. Okay. And Cancer. Now your money will be looking better during that time. Okay. So if you're searching for a bargain or some new cash flow, it should be coming your way. Okay. Because like I said, Taurus deals with your finances. Okay. So you'll be seeing better money there. You know, money opportunities coming. The sun enters your sign on March 19th, where it is exalted. The sun is exalted in your sign. You know, it feels at home in Aries. Okay. This is wonderful for Aries. Spring arrives, and your ruler, Mars, planet of energy and challenges, is lighting up your career sector. Being that it is in Capricorn and will be there until the end of March, this is a wonderful time for you to tackle new challenges. You know, tackle some new challenges. Get in there and get your hands dirty. You know, not literally per se, but get in there, dig in. You know, like I said, Saturn enters Aquarius on March the 21st, which is good news for you. You know, the new moon in your sign on the 24th reveals new beginnings, new opportunities. Enjoy it, Aries. This is going to be great for you. The month of March is a great time for you. Now, there's just a few things I want to highlight from last month's videos that still apply. Okay, Mercury, the planet of skills and communication, is still retrograde from the 17th to March 10th, and then you're revisiting matters. Okay, in fact, your 12th house of privacy, solitude, and security, along with your 11th house of friendships, goals, high hopes, are a focus. Okay, have confidence in yourself. You know, believe that you've done the work required to develop your craft, but continue doing so. Continue to read, to research, because you're ready to blast off. You're ready to blast off, you know. Assert your independence, Aries, you know. Congratulations. Again, I'd like to ask you to like the video and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you next month. Thanks, Aries. Bye.